like your hairstyle.
Thank you.
Good evening, gentlemen. It's another Nigerian political show. This evening, we're going to be talking about the arrest of the activist lawyer Dele Farotimi. It's been widely criticized as an attempt to intimidate and silence opposition voices in Nigeria. In fact, a lot of civil society groups like SERAP and notable figures like Peter Obi have condemned the move as undemocratic. So we're going to be talking about that today as issues bordering our dear country, Nigeria, is close to our heart. And we need to discuss that is Warifa Marcos and Saeed Andu. You guys are welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me.
So, Saeed, what are your thoughts?
Welcome.
I feel particularly angry because during the election, post-election, and during the all the arguments, who won and who didn't win, is voices like that of Dele Farotimi that continue to give some of us that felt things were going wrong some level of succor and hope, but haven't picked him up now, and it's like an abuse of his fundamental human rights. What are your thoughts on the arrest of this man, Said?
Yeah, good day. Thank you for having me. So, on the Dele Farotimi arrest, I'm really pissed right now. It's more like at the moment, more like the impunity is on another level. It's like they are just putting it in our face that we do what we want to do and nothing will happen. Because when this kind of thing is happening to a lawyer, a sound lawyer, somebody who knows about law, who is sound about our constitution, and they are rubbishing him this way they are doing. As in, what hopes do we have? We that we are just a common man. Like this is somebody who is a lawyer, who knows his onions about the constitution and law of our land. If you want to sue him for, I mean, if you say this person is defaming you or something, maybe you take the person to the court.
The court.
You
Yeah.
understand? Why
Yeah.
involving a police in a civil matter? Just you are
By
saying
forcefully.
yes now. Yes. So why now? You now have to from Ekiti police have to come to Lagos and arrest him. Not even arrest him, abduct him to Ekiti to forcefully
Government
without
magic,
anybody.
according to Fela.
Yeah, without any representation of the of his lawyer or whatsoever it is. Okay, and from the guy made some videos like informing his lawyers and the public that some police people are trying to reach him, and
Scheme.
so
Okay.
yeah, so he honored the invitation twice. So during and we are talking about just this last month. You understand? So if these Ekiti police officers, if they are really interested in getting him to honor their invitation, why can't they reach the zone A office in Lagos?
Yeah, that's due process.
Due process. Involve them like, okay, we are looking for this guy. He's staying in Lagos, so can you help us? We want to reach him. He's not.
Of course.
We've invited him, but none of that happened. This guy went to the police station twice, and you now have to forcefully come to his house, and like it doesn't just make sense. And like people are saying, how does this concern Tinubu? This thing is happening under your government.
Is the president, is the
IG,
number one citizen.
he's the president. So are you not telling me now for like 3 days now that this thing is happening? You've not heard about the news, or like the IG IG have not even said anything. His silence means a lot. That means it is not just about Afe Babalola defamation alone. There are some underneath. There are some things going on under that we are not aware of.
Yeah, Dele
Somebody that is very outspoken.
Very outspoken. He has ruffled a lot of feathers in the past, and I guess that's why they're getting back at him. It's not just about the Afe Babalola issue. Warif, like Said said, this is a civil case. Defamation of character is a civil case, but they're criminalizing it. And if you look back at the conduct of the elections and how things continue to pan out in Nigeria, what does it say about our legal system and our judiciary going forward? Are we making progress or we're going backwards? What do you think, Warifa?
Okay, good evening, everyone. If I may just make some reference, with all due respect to the military, I'll say this: our present civilian government, I'll say they are military, they are civilians in military uniform. They behave like the military. We are not in the military regime, but still behave like that. Even if, like because I said, even if you want to arrest somebody, there is a due process that you need to take. You don't just go into somebody's territory, and that means you're telling us that the Lagos State Police, yeah, if they are not aware of it, that means it's a shame to them. Now you've gone to arrest the person. Why would you just go and arrest somebody? And I believe is this would I say soft forceful arrest, because they might have seen that if we don't put, because now that they've arrested him, they will not just go and sit down and start asking him questions. They will tell him some things, or they might tell him some things to put fear into him. So things like this, you're intimidating your citizens against the human right. Everybody has the right to say things. You have to maybe at least let him have his way to speak up. If you know your hands are clean or whatever, you're doing the right thing, you fear nothing. But for them to have arrested him, that means they've seen that this guy, the way he's going or the way he has gone before this time, if we don't put a stop to him, he might mess up. So the whole thing is just somehow. What I would say is that they are taking Nigerian citizens for granted. That's just the truth.
Yeah, and
they have taken us for granted.
Yeah.
That is
Yeah,
for
that
sure.
is
They've
it.
taken us for
Absolutely
granted.
taking us for granted. The Nigerian Bar Association.
Because even
Yeah.
this even this defamation thing, a lawyer that was interviewed on I think on channels or one of these our station here already said it, that Supreme Court has already made this defamation thing clear, that it is not a criminal offense. It is a civil offense. If somebody defame you or somebody is saying something that is wrong about your character, approach the court. Let the court judge. Yes, handle
Due
it.
process.
Due process. And this person that we are talking about is a senior advocate of Nigeria. How can you involve a policeman to fight for you? It is just pure. I already said it is just pure abuse of power. Just
one thing, maybe to me, is like the judiciary, they are divided. Maybe it's not in the side of the government, present government, in support of whatever that is happening. Once you put fear into somebody and the judiciary, they are trying to stand against it, and they know the way this man is going, maybe son, if he's not careful, he might hit us below the belt using the rules and regulations.
Even what he's scared of, that you are saying that Dele Farotimi said, as in the book now that he's trying to make people don't read it, or the book he's talking about where the defamatory word is being said, it is now international now. It is now #1 in the world bestseller book now.
Yeah.
Just because of this incident. Just because everybody is now interested in and even now, what he accused you of, isn't that what he's doing now?
Yeah.
And again,
how can the judge give that kind of between 24 hours this thing? Somebody no, it doesn't just make sense.
And
it shows that he's a big player in the judiciary system.
You know what funny thing about the international communities? They are not even, I know Nigeria is a sovereignty state, but at least they should, like during the time of Abacha, when they said Abacha did not answer them as well, that was military regime, and they sanctioned Nigeria, even though, but you see, you want to tell me that the French president does not know what is happening in Nigeria?
Yeah.
And they'll be supporting, because they are playing international politics. When you see,
Warif, the problem is that the West is in support of the ruling power. And
they are using us against our own people.
Exactly. So things like this, they will just, they'll be neutral. They will ignore it. They
will be watching.
Yes, they will just be watching. And why I have a problem is that why do influential Nigerians always have to use the police to, to jump over the law? There is a law. I don't know how police from Ekiti State
We'll go to
come to
Lagos.
Lagos to arrest Farotimi.
It's very wrong.
They don't have the jurisdiction. There should be proper
It's bridge of
security.
security.
At least they
this
should
thing
have
is just pure
notified.
corruption.
Yes, they should have notified the police in Lagos State before this kind of arrest is carried out. If I have an issue of defamation, for instance, you wrote a book about me and I was defamed in that book, the proper thing for me to do is to sue you to court. Do you understand? Not use my position to get the police to arrest you by force. I even had that when they went to his office, some of his staff were actually manhandled, some of them were ruffled, some of them, their phones were seized, and some of them were even threatened. They were threatened.
Well, they took their phone.
So this kind of thing is not good in a democratic
no rule of law. No rule of law.
In a democratic setting where you expect that there should be civility, there should be rule of law, and people should follow the guidelines of law. We don't expect this kind of thing. Now that they have arrested him, and they have refused to allow him have bail, they are going to have to charge him to court within 48 hours. That's what the law says. They are going to have to charge him to court.
They even arraigned him immediately. They got to the to Ekiti. I think is it that same day or probably the next morning they arraigned him into a court, and even the court couldn't even allow his bail.
Government magic.
And the offense that he's even charged for that is on paper now, it is a bailable offense. You understand? So a bailable offense. Still yet, a judge didn't accept to give him bail. Can you imagine that?
You would expect that this kind of issue at the level of the Supreme Court, or at least the Court of Appeal, there should be some kind of intervention, either by the Nigerian Bar Association or even the NJC, National Judicial Council.
The Nigerian Bar Association have already given statements, but this is
and even the National Judicial Council, they should wade in so that at least something can be done. You can't just put somebody in custody.
They already waded in. They already made statements. But you know how Nigeria system is. That's why I said something about impunity. It is impunity. It is not about they talking. The NJC has already said something. A lot of big people have already. But the thing is, they know that we are not going to do anything. And this is just a pure case of a big man trying to slap a poor man. This same scenario happened in Lagos. Burna Boy and one guy that they call Akpi or what, one funny guy like that. The guy said something about Burna Boy. Burna Boy arrested him with police. You understand?
Can you imagine?
So it is not. Let's not even act as if we don't know that this is. If somebody offend you like a big man, just go report to police. Police go and carry. And this is not supposed to be. It is something that has been happening. Only that this one now, it is not a case of an activist and a lawyer. It is something that we are, and this is not something we should be. We should get used to. It is not something that is normal. Because all these things, when somebody even asked that if Burna Boy happens to be in abroad, and one of his fans or something, somebody accuse him or said something defamatory online, is he going to go to the police in US or UK to go and report, or he will sue the person?
He will sue the person.
You understand?
I mean, look at the simple example of the American elections. Every day during the campaign, you could see the camp of Kamala Harris literally insulting Donald Trump and vice versa.
Calling him Hitler, so many.
And it continued that way until the elections, and nobody was trying to use some kind of influence to arrest anybody, because there should be freedom of expression, freedom of speech in a democratic setting. But here, it appears the law enforcement are loyal to some people. And the annoying part is that at the end of all this drama, if somehow Dele is released, the officers that arrested him will not be held accountable.
They will deny it now.
That's
The
the
next thing
annoying
will tell
part.
you, the commissioner of police will tell you they are not from Ekiti State. They did not come from there. That's what they do. They deny everything. They'll tell you they never knew. They don't
So
even
it's
know those
just going to be
policemen.
swept under the carpet. Everybody will go his way and nothing will be done. And this kind of malaise will just continue. Like you said, it's impunity. And in the democratic setting, it shouldn't be happening. If it was a military regime, yes, we know that things like this can happen, but not
Bro, my concern
yeah.
is the IG of police has not said anything concerning this matter. The president has not said anything concerning this matter. The governor of Ekiti State have not said anything about this matter. The governor of Lagos State have not said anything to this matter.
They
You
will tell you they are not
understand?
aware now. They will tell you they've not heard of anything like that. Nothing like that
And
happened.
this is we can't just continue like this. I really and what really bothers me now is that some people, some elders, I'm sorry to say, your generations are even some of your generation that I have as brothers and as the people, they are even trying to find reasons to what is happening. That they are saying he shouldn't have said something that he said. I don't understand. He said something that he said, and he's owning it. If you have problem with it, sue him. Nobody is saying you shouldn't. He's not beyond suing.
He has not
Just
denied
follow
what
the
he
normal
said.
procedure.
He has not denied what he said.
Have abused you
He has,
in
he
his
has not
book
denied what he
and
said. He has not denied what was written in his book.
he has
So the
not
next
denied
thing is for
it.
him to go ahead and sue him, and then
Go
everything
ahead
lies
and
in
sue
court.
him.
There's a legal procedure to all of this. That's just what is annoying a lot of people. You can't just jungle justice.
If I may ask now, why arrest him? Them arresting him,
Exactly.
what did they want to do to him?
Now some of the stories. Okay,
You've
now
arrested
some of
him.
the stories. Now some of the stories they are saying now that they are trying to reach him. He's avoiding something. With my knowledge about law, just more that I've read online, you have to serve the person you want to sue now, Abi. If you have not, served the person the paper that guy, I'm suing you, automatically you have not sued the person. I believe I'm right.
Sorry, if something like this happened in Rivers State, then Yeson Wike was the governor, and he stood firm. I still remember very well. He told those people, he walked those police officers out. He told them to get out from his premises. He went to the woman's house. I can't remember the woman's name now. Something exactly like this happened. They came there they wanted to arrest the woman. The woman called him, and he went there with his aide. And so things like this, people should learn. Although maybe it's a script that they are acting, because it's even a shame to the governor of Lagos State, because that means their state is not safe. Any person can just come in,
so
do whatever they want to do, and take somebody out.
Exactly.
So, I don't really understand.
That's just the way
that's
things
why I
are
said.
these
That's why I
days.
said all the governors, Lagos State governors, Ekiti governors, none of them have said anything. All this kind of rogue behavior is happening.
Even the
How can
commissioner
a
of police,
policeman?
IG,
they even wore mufti. How are we not sure they are not even kidnappers? They wore mufti.
It's very possible.
Only one or two of them wore RRS jackets.
Anybody can as well wear that thing.
Yeah.
It's just not to give to tailor to sew it, monogram the name on it.
In fact, if it's not a kind of special operations where maybe you want to go and rescue people that have been taken hostage, the ideal thing is for an officer to wear a uniform, and then you have your name tag on your chest. So that
it's a name tag and your number.
And then you have a warrant.
You know from which station you're coming from.
Exactly, and then you have a warrant of arrest. And then if there's an arrest, you tell the person why he's been arrested, and for goodness sake, you don't just carry him. That's why we refer to it as an abduction and not really an arrest. So it was.
Better still, you invite the person to your office.
And if you
invite the person, the next, and I just watch it. The next thing now, they'll see his international passport.
Yes.
Of course now. That's normal procedure.
This is international passport.
And the guy has said he's not interested in leaving Nigeria. That he wanted to travel out, he would have traveled out since. Because the guy is a supporter of the obedience, it's obvious why all this are happening. Okay. And it's not good for...
Of course, that's why I said there's a political undertone to it.
Yes, there's a political undertone.
What's this UBA chairman? This owner, what's his name again? That Tinubu ally now.
Melu. Elumelu.
Yes,
Elumelu.
Elumelu. I don't know if you guys are aware that Elumelu too is has already laid a complaint at police. Is the reason why he went to Zone A. Elumelu is saying that Dele Farotimi defame him too. So that one already laid a complaint at Zone A through his lawyer. That is why he went to Zone A to he appeared there twice, trying to defend what he said, and he said, guy, I said what I said. If you have problem with this thing, sue me to court. Let me. That is what he went to Zone A. So you can imagine, the same period though, Elumelu is saying you defame him. Now Afe Babalola, and these are all Tinubu's people. You understand?
Yeah.
So you can see that there is political undertone to it.
Yeah. We just sincerely hope that the rule of law will prevail and they will release Dele Farotimi. They're charging him to court. They should charge him to court, release him, let him get his lawyers, and then there's a date in court. I don't think this kind of thing will be allowed.
Yeah, we had the date to say it. Really, I don't know.
Warif, your last thought as we round up the show.
Well, they should learn how to respect the rights and rule of law. If you have anything against anybody, make it official and invite the person. Follow due process.
Yeah.
And if the person is found guilty, the law will take its course.
They take its course, exactly. Said, do you have any thoughts as we round up?
Yeah, I would like to reach out to our international, as in some of our international listeners and international bodies, that they should look at what is going on. At the moment, we don't have any judiciary anymore, and they said judiciary is the last hope of common man. So at this period, the defamatory words
the
that
common man does not have any hope again.
Yes, now the words that he is complaining about that Dele Farotimi is accusing him of, isn't it playing now? It's playing out now.
Yeah, sure.
It shows that he has some level of influence in our judiciary system. Because if he doesn't have, how can you kidnap somebody from Lagos to Ekiti? Same day, you already arraigned him in court. Same day, the person is not bailable. Same day, the judge postponed the hearing of the bail, not even the case itself.
Yeah.
Hearing of the bail to December 10. So it just shows that the man said, hey, I will make sure you sleep in the prison.
Yeah.
You understand? So the guy is yes, now he just wants to show him that I can imprison you and nothing will happen.
It's intimidation.
The late fella calls it government magic.
Yeah, and psychologically too, they are trying to suppress freedom of expression, which is not really right.
Of course.
Of course. It's been wonderful.
We are learning from Dele Farotimi now, because I'm one of his followers. He follows me on Twitter too. I like there are some things. I listen to the guy very well, and he's one of the people that gives me hope that we should find a way to unite or something. So they know the level of influence he has, so that is why they want to cripple his voice. And this person that they're trying to cripple his voice, he's not going down easily. Let me not lie to you. That one is not going down easily.
I agree with you. And don't be discouraged, Said. We all like when the rule of law, follows its course. And it's been a wonderful show. Thanks for your time, guys. It's always passionate when we're talking about our country, Nigeria. From myself, Said and Warif, is bye for now.